Look there at legendary Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on this cold afternoon at Lambeau. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. No matter where that ball is snapped, that's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question. And this guy,
he is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Bears 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and
A quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Bears first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
He takes off. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On the ground, it's the tight end. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Second down, 8 yards to go. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll step up and run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That is caught by the tight end. Cole Komet, touchdown Bears. Greg, that is a dream for a quarterback and a receiver. Give me time to get open, and they do for the score.
I don't care who your secondary players are, Mike. You could give me the best 5 defensive backs in the league. You cannot stress the coverage for that amount of time. You have to get after the quarterback, so hats off to the offensive line. They did their job, and quarterback hung in there, and he found himself one for 6.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Go play action with Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass. And he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Packers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Got his man at the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Good for a Packers 1st down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Jacobs. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up. And
oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. He's got it at
the 3.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll go for it. Love. And this will pay off. It is caught. Ruth Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And will be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Evan Williams is there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Here's Williams. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Quay Walker gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down by DeMarco Jackson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And 3rd down coming up.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Throwing is Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Here's Tory Taylor now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the bootleg, it's Love. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll go with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
That one reeled in by Golden. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 2 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 2. Now Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That's to the sideline, reeled in by Golden. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His second catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 23, here's second and 5. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. That's going to be intercepted. And the Bears will take over at their own 14-yard line.
Understanding the coverage shells of cover 2 is critical, especially for the linebackers, Mike. They're responsible for those underneath zones. There is some vulnerability to this coverage unit if you don't have guys who understand their assignments. But I'll tell you what, this guy definitely was paying attention in meetings because he was in the right place at the right time, and he's able to come away with the big pick.
On first and 10, it's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
The tight end of the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Williams. He's got the the hook up there to Odunze. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
That's good for a Bears.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Williams to throw on second down. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got third down coming up. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and 7. Now Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate the call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. On first and 10, here's Love. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Here's Love to throw. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
That's another.
They get 20 on the connection. First down, Packers.
At the 26-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller, him and the quarterback.
seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Love. And he'll take it on in. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bears 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
In motion, it's Odunze. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
1st down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Another one there for Burden. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
14 more yards.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are back within 4 at 14-10.
And this is really why you want a kicker with a big leg. In these situations, end of half, can you steal 3 points from distance and come away with 3? And really nice job there, right around that midfield logo. It's kind of crazy how it's become sort of routine in today's NFL.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go again with Swift, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down.
At the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They will run it over center with Swift. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
Great time to call up the draw. I mean, think about it. Like, it's third down, medium. Everyone's thinking this is third and pass. What are those defensive linemen doing? They are rushing the passer. Really nice change of pace here by the offensive play caller, and picks up a nice first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Chicago.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
They'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Connection made. It's Burden. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's Swift. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Evan Williams is there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. Third down coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On third down, it's Williams. Got his man at the 6. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Bears first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. Williams to the air once more. To the goal line and in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Packers 14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own
Packers
24
offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 1. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Packers.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. Good for a Green Bay first down.
At the 46-yard
The
line.
best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of
25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Packers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I half expected to see all 11 defenders piled up on top of him at the end of this run to make sure he was finally down, because a couple times on that run, it looked like he was cooked, only to shake off those tackles and keep on cooking.
Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so, until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Brandon
McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Packers have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Rome Odunze, the first-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll go play action here with Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Williams escaping to his left. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
A gain of 30. And the Bears, 1st down.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
A gain of 12.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he's in. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will go up by 7.
The score, Bears 24, Packers 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's good.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
A gain there of 21. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that gets him a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second down and 8. Now Love. That's to his tight end, Musgrave. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Gain of 11.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because...
And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Williams to throw on second down. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
It's a gain of 29. And the Bears first down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Bears.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Run now for Mononga. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
Down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On second down, it's a run with Swift. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And Not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. Here is first and goal. Monungai is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bears will go up by 7. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, it's Williams. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come up for first and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
At the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Packers.
First down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
A second down throw for Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 6 yards
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
The Packers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Love. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now on 2nd and long. Love to throw. That's caught by Golden, right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And 6.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are right back in this one.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.